It's the new Red Green Show! And now, here's the man with the spring in his step ever since his pocket watch exploded in his pants, your hero, my Uncle Red Green!
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm going to get the show going right away here because I'm already late for the monthly Possum Lodge poker game.
Oh, brother, bunch of overweight guys drinking beer, smoking cigars. How can you call that fun?
Well, you won't be there, so that's a start.
You're all a bunch of shirkers. You're just shirking your responsibility by playing poker. Shirker, 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 shirker. Shameless shirker. Shirking your responsibilities. Go play cards. Indulge in stupid, pointless stories full of exaggeration and innuendo.
You know, for a guy who's never been there, you're an awful good guesser.
Well, if that's what being an adult is all about, I hope I never grow up.
That can be arranged. What you're looking at here is a bunch of segments from this particular show. The main message being, for gosh sakes, don't even think about changing the channel. I'll tell you something, if you're going to try and make sense out of this program, you got to give it your undivided attention.
Oh, the poker game break up early? I see you still have your shirt.
Can't believe it, Harold. I was winning all night. And it comes down to the last hand, put the whole works on the line.
I'm sensing it didn't go well.
It's my favorite game, too. Odd man out. 3, 5, 7s, and 9s are wild, plus the one-eyed jacks, the man with the axe. So I'm sitting there with 11 queens. Not gonna let on or nothing, you know, just kind of play it cool. So Stinky bets, I raise, Buster raises, Moose folds, so does the chair he's sitting on. Then Stinky raises again, I raise again. Buster calls, eh? I lay down my 11 queens. Buster had a full house, 5 8s and 6 9s. So I'm reaching for the pot. Stinky lays down 12 aces, clean me right out.
You know, Uncle Red, if you played with fewer wild cards, you know, you'd have less chance of someone getting 12 aces.
Harold, he didn't have any, okay? There were 12 natural aces.
Uncle Red, there's only 4 natural aces in a deck, aren't there?
Well, around that, I mean, I'd like to take an extra one just in case, you know. Some of the other guys maybe, but there's never more than 5 or 6 extra aces.
Oh. Yeah, well, see, with Stinky had 12, and there's only 4. That means he brought 8.
Somebody's cheating. Well, now, later on in the show, we're going to be doing a little bit of fruit picking with 2 guys who are perfect for the job. Bill and Harold there, and that's kind of a pretty classy-looking ladder there, but the operator is at about the same level as usual. And this is one of the old traditions around there's no bottom in that, Bill. One of the old traditions around the lodge is just to, you know, forget about the mechanized... Oh, forget about the mechanical equipment and so on. Because it's just so much more fun to just be, you know, picking the fruit by hand. As you can see, it's going to take a long time to fill that basket. So Harold comes back, and it's, I guess, Revenge of the Nerds. There we go. By golly, eh? Yeah, they just say fruit's not good for you. What? Oh, my gosh, it's Watermelon Man. Oh, the moon is a strange shade of yellow with stripes of magenta and blue. The clouds are purple and orange, and the mist smells like an old shoe. Oh, I have a horrible headache, and I pass out every minute or 2. It's okay to have a bonfire, but not in a fiberglass canoe.
Okay, this is for the big one. The grand prize of a bent stop sign and a coupon for a free driving lesson. Uncle Red, you have 30 seconds to get Mr. Dougie Franklin to say this word. Pat. Pat. Oh, no. And go.
All right, Dougie.
Yeah.
A dog.
Friend.
No, it's more than a friend. It's a...
Family member.
Well, Well, that may very well be, but then, okay, how about this? Cat.
Bulldozer.
All right, let's go another way on this. You know, when we were young, we wouldn't make out with girls. We wouldn't neck with girls. We would...
We'd cry.
No. The word we used instead of make out was...
Lie.
All right. You get senior citizens, you know, and they get kind of lonely. A lot of doctors will recommend they get a...
Lobotomy.
We're almost out of time, Uncle Red. I'm happy to report.
All right, budgies and parakeets.
Yeah.
These are common household...
Pests.
Oh. Okay. You take a pest.
Yeah.
You take the s out of it, and what you have is a...
You got a bladder problem out. And, you know, with monster truck drivers, that's got to be one of our pet peeves.
You know, last week for our anniversary, I gave my wife Bernice the entire James Bond film library on video cassette. Should have seen her face. Shaken, not stirred. Then, of course, later on that evening, Bernice was up, sleeping upstairs there, snoring like a banshee. And I was about halfway through my third big film there, and I noticed Agent 007 strapped on one of them rocket jetpacks and just took off. Whoosh, like that. Man, unbelievable. Just like the time Moose Thompson fell off the roof. Except backwards. As soon as I saw that jetpack, I knew what I had to build for this week's Handyman Corner. Forget about traffic jams, parking spaces, and stop signs. Get yourself a rocket jetpack. Here's all you need. Get yourself a fuel tank of some kind, get some rocket fuel in there, get a fuel control valve, you're gonna need a fuel igniter, and you're gonna need some kind of a rocket nozzle, some sort of a metal frame there to hold it all together, and of course, a crash helmet. Now, you can get this stuff from them former Soviet Union rocket scientists. They'll smuggle it out of the country for a few $1,000s. Or you could just look in your garage. Personally, I'm leaning towards the garage. Actually, the garage is leaning towards me. There we go. Or as the French would say, viola. All right, now, first thing you want to look at is your fuel tank. I'm going to go with the double tank on this. I'll tell you, me flying up there 17,000 feet, having to stop for fuel, that would be inconvenient. Plus, you don't see James Bond running out of gas every half hour, which is probably how he gets all those women. All right, for your hoses and your rocket nozzle and everything, just use everything comes in the barbecue. Your 3-2-1 ignition, you got the barbecue starter right there. Your vertical thrust, you got your burner control knobs on there, I guess. Come off with a wrench of some kind, I would think. And you're gonna need a metal framework to hold the whole thing together. I would just use this part of the unit right here. What you want to do is form that together and strap her on your back. You could use seat belts for that, or heavy rope, or if you want it to be real safe, I recommend the Handyman secret weapon, duct tape. And just relax, take it easy. Eh? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Just like that. All right, now you're ready to take all your rocket equipment and put it on there. You got your fuel lines attached to your fuel tanks, and they go up, attached in through your fuel regulators here, and then on to your rocket nozzles. Now, what you want to do there is just hook them on the back of the. You know, I feel like that guy that makes all James Bond equipment. What's his name? Q. Yeah, there's letters Q too. I feel like Q. I look like Al. It's spy humor. Here we go. And there I have my very own personalized James Bond jetpack. Now all I need is a flying helmet, or a crash helmet, as the pessimists call it. And for that, I'm gonna just use this unit right here. Hey, look at that. Doesn't that just scream safety and secret agent and spying and danger? Just pop that baby on. Ah, perfect, isn't it? I'm the spy who came in from the cold. Now we just turn on our rocket power. Lost one of my knobs there. There we go. And when I want to take off, I just hit the ignition button. So remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. I gotta fly. I see why they have to keep getting new actors to play James Bond. Stay tuned and relax. Whatever this is, we got a lot more of it. I want to talk to you guys about what you should tell your kids about life. See, now, in my day, fathers didn't talk that much to their kids. But the only advice my dad ever gave me was, don't slouch like that. It wasn't much, but it meant a lot. You know, I think now I kind of wish that my dad had maybe given me a little more advice. Not that the slouching thing wasn't really terrific, you know, but maybe he could have taught me about career or money or marriage or women or relationships. Something along that line, you know. Of course, now it's too late because Dad has left us. He's gone to live in Florida. But I was sitting here thinking, you know, what could I tell the people of today to tell their youngsters, you know, something that would help them out, you know. And I think of the one piece of advice that would have saved me a lot of grief and time and money. And I know what it is. Take care of your teeth. Yeah, friends come and go, families come and go, jobs come and go. But when you're built like I am, you're going to use these babies 5-6 times a day. So you fellas out there, you take your youngsters aside, sit them down and say, hey, take care of your teeth. What the heck, they're not going to listen to you anyway. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.